Droney, circle, rocket, spotlight, direction, follow. 3, 2, 1.
Almost. Well, I miss obstacle avoidance sensors. That would be fantastic on this one. I mean, it's so small. It's still small. It's always gonna be small. So this should be the perfect area for the Neo to track.
Bar, follow. 3, 2, 1.
So I placed the DJI Neo high on the tracking, so it doesn't film that much of the sky here, because that will just make it look blown out. The highlights will be blown out. So to make it a little bit more cinematic, a little better. It's early. It is early, and yeah. So that's the reason I put it too high when I put on tracking, because it records more of the ground instead, which is easy to color correct and grade, and also the overall exposure of the drone should be better when you're using the automated quick shots, follow automated flight modes. Yes, it's doing pretty good so far though. There's no new firmware update, nothing as of this testing. I'm out here to test the new DJI Goggles N3, which we will be testing soon. But I just wanted to see how this DJI Neo is tracking in an environment like this. It's doing pretty good. Amazing. No controller, not even my smartphone. The only thing I'm holding is the Action 5 Pro here. So this is the perfect hiking setup, if you ask me. I can hear it, of course, but it's not really that loud. It's not annoying, I would say, which is yeah, I don't know. Oh. So now it's loud. Whoa. So the Goggles 3, or the Goggles N3, the DJI Goggles N3 is being released tomorrow. I opened the box today, so it gives me one day to test this out and share my super fast opinion about the goggles with you guys. But in my opinion, all the goggles, they work in the same way, from the Goggles Integra up until the Goggles N3 now, which means the Integra and the Goggles 3 and the N3, all of those are pretty solid. The only thing that could put you off from buying one over the other is of course the price. But these new goggles is only priced at $279 US, no, 279 euro, which is about 319 US dollars, I think, which is, you know, that's a pretty cheap price to pay for something of this quality. And the biggest advantage with the Goggles N3 for me personally, since I wear glasses, is that I don't have to take them off, because they made it so it fits with glasses, which is fantastic and a huge game changer for me personally, because I always I always hate putting on contact lenses. We also have 2.7 hours, almost 3 hours of battery life, which is fantastic, and the battery and the strap and the goggles has a total weight of 539 grams, I think. But I really like how this new, hold that thought, I don't see anything. I thought I would get this spectacular view, but everything is white. Everything is white. It is what it is. Like I said, they are really cheap compared to the other $600 Goggles 3, I think it was a 600. That's pretty expensive for some goggles, I think. All right. Small campsite. Let's camp right here. Could have used the DJI Neo to follow me here. That would be pretty cool, I think. Well, I'm gonna go back and do that first. So here we have the new Goggles N3. They're quite a lot bigger than the Goggles V3, or Goggles 3 I mean. I'm gonna put some overlay videos of the other goggles here as well, just so you can see a comparison between these. But what I really like about these goggles, I've been testing them a little bit here. So if I just turn them on, usually we have this dot inside the goggles here, which is this IR or this light sensor, which you need to cover in order to see through the goggles. But now they have removed that, so there is no diopters, nothing basically. Another thing with the Goggles N3 and the Motion Fly More combo, which is called, the total price of that is 579 euros, so about 600 US dollars, 639 maybe. So that's around the area that you should expect to be paying for these or for this combo here. And as you see, I'm wearing my glasses, so with this I can just put them on and I have a perfect fit. And I also think the new foam here, or this padding which is around it, gives less light or prevents more light to come through, because when I put it on it's just pitch black. There's no light leaks around it, which I think is fantastic. We have the USB-C port, and we have a micro SD card, and also some fans, and we have the same fans on the bottom. Inside there is nothing really except for the screen, and we have two antennas here which you can flip up like that, and we also have another hook here if you want to wear your custom headbands. And we still have this adjustment here on the battery pack, which you can use to tighten it even further. So basically the same overall concept as we see with the Goggles 3 and the Goggles Integra. And we also have the RC Motion 3 controller, which comes in this bundle. So I'm gonna test that out first and see how that is. Well, it's been some time since I've flown FPV, I must say. You can actually use the cursor here, or this motion controller, as an AR joystick, so I can go in and I can actually change the different settings with this. So if I click on the bottom here, which we have, here we have the manual mode, we have the ISO, we have the shutter speed. To the right, and out to the sea. So I'm gonna switch over to the FPV controller. They connected instantly, which is fantastic. Crashed again. This is more of a crash test right now. Yeah, okay. No damage done. Perfect. Let's just go again. So, Ooh. Just need some adjustments here to the gimbal. This is crazy. I really like the screen though. The screen on this these goggles is it's curved, but it's not sideways curved. It's like curved upwards, which is, I kind of like it. I think the Goggles 3 are pretty awesome as well, but this one feels even smoother. Maybe because, you know, new technology and stuff like that, and that's the reason it's that's the reason I feel like it's a little bit better. Ooh. I mean, I don't see these small branches, so I'm not sure where we're gonna end up. Maybe not the best test location for these goggles, but I mean, you know, the location and the environment and the setting and everything which is going on now is pretty cinematic, pretty nice compared to, you know, my other location, which is at the beach. There's only grass and open field. Well, that would actually be a better test location for this, but I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta crash again and again and again. If I can find it, let's see one. Yeah, perfect. So there it is. So that's one of the things I really like with the DJI products here, especially when it comes to FPV. I know a lot of custom FPVs have it, but there's a lot that doesn't have it as well. But you know, when you lose it, can't find it, just beep it and you find it. Now, when it comes to using the Goggles N3, I kind of have the same feeling as I had when using the Goggles 3, but the Goggles 3 is more expensive. I think they're twice the price of the Goggles N3, and they both have disadvantages and advantages. So just to put some comparison into it, with the Goggles 3 you can see through the goggles whilst you fly because of the cameras which is in front of the goggles. This one doesn't have that, but honestly that's something I've never actually used. And another advantage with the Goggles N3 is, you know, the screen seems to be much better and it curved in a different way. And I mean, for some people it's an upgrade, and for other people it might not be an upgrade. And we also have the same defog feature on the Goggles N3 as we had with the Goggles 3, so it's the same but a cheaper price. Also seems to be some type of fast charging on them, because they charge really fast actually. And of course that you are able to wear your glasses. Again, for me, a huge upgrade, and for the price, €279, 300-ish plus minus something dollars, I guess. Don't have the exact prices right now. I only have the euro prices, so €579 for the bundle and €279 for the goggles. So if you don't have any goggles, these goggles would be the perfect buy if you want to get into FPV flying, whether this is with the DJI Neo or the DJI Avata. So these are compatible with the DJI Avata 2 and the DJI Neo as of now. They are running off of OcuSync 4.0, so they might be compatible with like the Mini 4 Pro maybe in the future, the Air 3S and the Air 3, which would be fantastic actually, because these are more comfortable, especially when I'm out traveling. Like my Air 3S review video where I was traveling here in Norway. If you haven't checked that, I recommend that you check it out. It's an amazing video, amazing locations, and it's just a fantastic drone. But if I could fly that with these, you know, and I'm driving from place to place, I wear my glasses. I don't put on contact lenses, and that would be, or make things so much easier to just use these goggles, which has the perfect fit when you're using glasses. Again, glasses, it's fantastic. Oh, let's head back. That was a good fun way to start the day. 8 AM, spent about an hour flying this DJI Neo. I mean, it's amazing. Whether you do quick shots, whether you fly with the remote controller, if this is the RCN3 controller, the RCN2 controller, or the RC2 which has a built-in screen, or if you fly with your smartphone, just use the quick shots and It's an amazing drone. It's something I highly recommend. It's only $200. Whether you're a content creator or not, whether you travel or not, you know, this is something you can use in your backyard as well. You can have so much fun with your kids, especially if you want to try some FPV with the motion controller and the new Goggles N3. You're gonna have a fantastic time, and Philip is really excited each time he gets the chance to fly this with FPV or even fly it with the smartphone, because it has virtual joysticks. So this should be on the top of your wish list for Christmas, in my opinion. It's an amazing drone. End of story. It's by far my favorite drone so far. Ouch! The only thing I wish we could get is those manual controls, manual settings on the DJI Neo. Would be fantastic. Freezing cold. My hands are freezing, but I think I have something for that. PG Tech sent me some new gloves here with some heat in it. Just give me a sec, I'll show you. So inside here you have a battery pack, which is looking like that, and you just take the cable, there we go, and you just take this cable and you put that in. It will automatically power on. Just squeeze that back in like that, and you have this button on top of the gloves here, so if you press hold that, they should turn on. Another good thing about these gloves is you have a pocket here for, you know, you can put a cleaning cloth, something like that, and you can turn these into handsks, which is making a better grip. And if you fly a drone, you can just do it like this, and you have full control over the sticks here. You know, if you live in Norway, you probably don't live in Norway, but if you live in a cold country, you know, these are well worth it. And there's also different magnets here, so you can just take this part off and you can lock it in place like that, so this won't be as loose when you're using your hands and stuff like that. And it's freezing now, so I'm gonna plug this other one and just gonna go for it. But I do have a con when it comes to these gloves, and you know, they don't really match my jacket, so I have to buy a new jacket. Now, another reason to get the DJI Neo, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to get this. It's such a fantastic drone, but one of the other reasons is the size. So if you don't have a backpack, I have a backpack here, but you know, I don't want to stop and put this back into the backpack, so I can just put it in my pocket here, just like that, and you can't even see that I have a drone. It's just amazing how portable this is. It's just amazing. It's fantastic. Go get it. The link's down below.